Okay, so now we're still in 8.2a polygons, and this is different types of quadrilaterals. So quadrilateral, quad, has 4 letters, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 sides. So shapes with 4 sides. So we know square, that's where all the sides and all the angles are equal. But if I push that square over a little bit and the angles change, it becomes a rhombus. All the sides are still equal, but the angles changed. Here I have a rectangle. The opposite sides are equal, but if I push it over a little bit, it becomes a parallelogram. This side and this side are the same, and this side and this side are the same. Now, trapezoid is a weird shape. It just says 2 sides are parallel. So this side and this side are parallel. And usually we can put little arrows. If we put one set of arrow on those lines, it means they're the same. They're parallel. If I put 2, they're the same. Okay, as long as these little arrows are the same, it means these sides are parallel. But a trapezoid can look like many different things. I can have it looking 2 parallel lines like this, a parallel line like, oh, that doesn't look very parallel, but pretend it is. Or I could have it looking like this, or I could have it looking like this, or like, okay, so as long as there's 2 parallel lines, it's a trapezoid. So trapezoids look funny because, well, they always change, okay? So now it says draw the shape, parallelogram. So I'll show you how I draw it. I just draw 2 parallel lines, and then I cut and I do 2 more parallel lines, and then I erase the leftover bits here. And that makes a parallelogram where these sides are parallel and these sides are parallel. Okay? A square. Then I'm going to try and make it there. That looks like a square. That's where all the sides are the same and they're 90 degrees inside. A trapezoid, that's the crazy one. The only thing you have to start with is 2 parallel lines. And then you can connect these any way you want. Rhombus. Rhombus means you pushed a square over. So now it has to be like a square. That looks kind of like a square that's been pushed over. So all these sides are the same, but the angles are different. A rectangle, that means 90 degree angles. 90, 90, 90, 90. Same, 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 same. Oh, rhombus again? Okay. So rhombus is a square that's been pushed over. So you have to make your sides all equal, like that. And erase the leftover bits. There. Okay? So now you have to know the names. Okay, rectangle. There. Triangle. Ooh, there. Pentagon. That's like the CIA American movies, 5 sides. Parallelogram means it means a rectangle that's been pushed over. Octagon, that's like an octopus. That looks like a spider. Okay, but it's an octopus with 8 legs. There. Okay. Now, in order to do the next page, you sort of have to know this. Oops, it's a little bit too big for the screen. Okay, so quadrilateral. Anything with 4 sides is a quadrilateral, where it's closed and they're all straight lines. So we have a trapezoid, and I just use the word is a. A trapezoid is a quadrilateral. A parallelogram is a quadrilateral. And weirdly, a rectangle is a special type of parallelogram. Okay? A square is a special type of rectangle. And a square is a special type of rhombus. And a rhombus is a special type of parallelogram. So you have to keep this in mind, that the square is a rectangle. It's just a special type of rectangle. Okay? So let's keep that in mind while we do the next section. Okay. Why was Cinderella kicked off the baseball team? Okay. So we have to circle all the quadrilaterals. Quad means 4 sides. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. E, S, H. And you have to mix up those letters to make a word. So it's she. So a parallelogram looks like this. But rectangles are also parallelograms. Okay? So parallelograms, that's a parallelogram. So A. N is a parallelogram. And a rectangle is a special type of parallelogram. Okay? So A and R. What word can that make? Ran. Oh, ran. Okay, so she ran. Why was Cinderella kicked off the baseball team? She ran. So rectangles. Rectangles look like this, but remember, a square is also a special type of rectangle. Rectangle, that's not, because it doesn't have 90 degrees. There's a rectangle. There's a rectangle, a rectangle. That's a square, but remember, squares are rectangles also. So A, Y, A, W. What word can that be? Away. So she ran away. Okay, so you have to finish this. Okay. Rhombuses. Remember, a square can be a rhombus as well. Okay, so you have to find your rhombuses, but a square can also be a rhombus. Okay, so you've finished that. And we'll go to the next section.